This is the 5th anniversary of the deaths of Paul and Sheila Wellstone, and I just wanted to say a few words on that. I was a friend of Paul's when I was in the House, and on some of the important social and economic issues that I worked on there, he was the person that I went to work with a member of the Senate. And I think that history will remember Paul Wellstone is one of the great senators of our time, not just because of his accomplishments, but more important, because of the extraordinary vision that he had. Paul believed very much that we could create a very different kind of world than the world that we're living in right now. And he was prepared and did stand up day after day on the floor of this Senate, taking on virtually every powerful special interest that exploited working people and low-income people, and who led us to wars that we should not be fighting. He was a man who believed passionately in a world of peace, in a world of economic and social justice. And that vision that he brought forth is a vision that I hope nobody in the Senate, nobody in this country ever forgets. And one of the major characteristics of Paul Wellstone is that he understood that the way we succeed politically in this country is not simply by going out to the wealthy and the powerful begging for more and more campaign contributions, which is what happens so often in Congress. But he understood that the way you can win elections is by rallying ordinary people at the grassroots level. And perhaps that achievement from a political perspective will be what he will most be remembered for. I know that in Minnesota, what he did is organize at the grassroots and brought thousands and thousands of people who had not been involved in the political process together to stand up under a progressive program for economic justice and for a world of peace. And he understood profoundly something that many here do not address, that real change takes place from the bottom, not from the top. That when millions of people stand up and say it's imperative that we have economic justice in this country, that we have a livable wage, that we have a health care program which guarantees health care to all of our people, that we protect our environment, when that comes from the grassroots, then we will succeed. So he was a tireless advocate of grassroots politics. So I just want to say, as someone who worked with Paul, who was very fond of both he and Sheila, that the vision that they brought forth is something that I hope that I will do my best to continue advocating for. His loss was a loss for the working people of this country, for the vast majority of the people of this country, and for the United States Senate, and I will not forget what Paul Wellstone stood for. Thank you very much, Mr. President.